class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, so it's good to see you again. And for today's session, we're going to be discussing use of records to improve your business. But before we go ahead, can we just do a brief recap of some of the things we discussed at our last class? Can anybody mention, the last class we talked about record keeping, the importance of record keeping and kinds of records that you should keep. So can we just have like a reminder, mention some of the records that we discussed in the last class?
So we have cash transactions.
So we monitor cash transactions.
Sales transactions.
Sales, my pen is clear. Okay, sales, continue. We measure, you keep record of your sales. What else?
Details of debtors, details that buy on credit.
Okay, fantastic. Any? You can keep also details of your bank transactions, details of your loans, details of your loans. Okay, so that's just a brief recap of what we talked about at the last class, and then today we are just going to build up on that. So, I want to just pose a question. What's the purpose? We've learned record keeping and all kinds of records. So what's the purpose of all these records that we keep?
So can easily go back to them for clarification.
Fantastic. We are not keeping these records for the sake of keeping them. We're not just gathering all this information. The essence of gathering this information is for us to be able to use it as reference and also to improve our businesses as business owners. And so for today, our objective for today is that we're going to be able to at least list and identify the uses of some of the records that we talked about in the previous class. So that's just the objective on the screen. At the end of the class, you should be able to list the various uses of the records, and then at subsequent sessions we'll talk about in details how to go about that. So if you go to page 49 of the manual, can somebody please read? Anybody can start because we're going to be going around. Just read the conversation between the two people.
I'm not keeping business records. Muyo, how can my records solve problems and improve my business?
So, and the response from Muyo?
Records cannot solve problems by themselves. You are the one who must solve the problems, but your records will help you.
So that's just buttressing what we already said. Your records are there to help you improve your business. Now, please go to paragraph 1. Can the next person just read item number 1, the first paragraph there? What does it say?
Manage your cash. You can use your records to manage your cash every day.
Okay.
At the end of the day, check your records by comparing the amount in the last cell of the cash balance column and the money you have in your cash box.
Okay, so that's okay. So you use the records to monitor your cash because you have your cash book, you have your sales book. Those records you keep help you to monitor the cash that you make every day. Okay, so the next person should read number 2, page 51.
Manage your debtors.
All right.
Your customer's account record will tell you exactly how much a customer owes you,
Okay.
which customers often pay their debt on time, and which customers have reached their credit limits, so that you know not to extend any more credit to them until they make a payment. Review your customer's account record and remind your credit customers to pay their account on time.
Because you don't want people to hold on to your money indefinitely. You need your money to plan. You also need this kind of record to help you to plan your cash flow. If you know who's owing you and when you are expecting payment from that person, you can easily make your own projections and say, okay, by this time around, I will also have cash to do other things. Can somebody read? Can the next person read number 3?
Moyo, look at my total sales for last year. My profit is really high.
Okay.
And the reply says, sales are not
The
the same as profit.
Yes, your sales are not the same as profits. So the fact that you made 1 million naira in sale does not mean you've made 1 million naira in profits. Please, somebody should read the next paragraph.
Calculate your profits. Sales are not the same as profits.
Yeah.
You must subtract the amount of all cost from the amount of your sales income before
Okay.
you can tell if your business is profitable or it doesn't money. Money comes into your business from sales. Money goes out of your business for costs. When sales income is higher than the amount of your costs, your business makes a profit.
Yes, and you can only know if you are making a profit by keeping records of all your sales, all your costs. So that is another very important use of records as a way of, improving your business. Now, the next is on page. Let's go to page 55. Number 4. And just read on calculating that's another use of the records. It helps you to calculate your tax payable. So just please read the first the first paragraph.
Tax is deducted from net profit. If the amount thus obtained is called net income.
Continue.
Your business records help determine the net profit of your business, making it possible to calculate your income tax payable. You can determine the amount of income tax your business has to pay in a specific year by multiplying your net profit for that year by the income tax rate applied to your business.
So you can see that if you don't keep records, even of the because these uses are like, you need to first of all calculate your profits for you to now even be able to calculate the tax. So and you can't do this, without proper records. You can't do this without proper records. And paying tax is very important, and paying the right value of tax is also very important, because we don't want the government to come after us and start, harassing you that you are owing the government in your tax payments. And then I think the final one, number 5, to create a balance sheet. Someone should please read just 5.1.
The balance sheet shows you the financial position of your business.
Okay.
It shows you how much money your business has and how much it owes. By tracking assets, liabilities, and assets is something that adds value to your business, such as cash or equipment. A liability is something that your business owes to someone else, such as loan or a bill from a supplier.
Okay, so we can stop there. So you can also see now that your balance sheet is very important, because it gives you, like a picture of your business. You want to go and apply to the bank for a loan. Those are the kind of records that they would ask you as a small business owner. So you can see that these records are very important if you want to improve your business. And I just wanted to, share our experiences, because I know that as business owners, some of us are, relatively new in our businesses. So people have been running their businesses. Do you have any personal experience of how your records have, helped you to improve your businesses in any way?
Okay, so before our last class, I wasn't keeping records. Like there are a few customers that would buy something, and then because I did not remember how much they were owing, and I did not give them a time frame to pay off their money, so I lost
Track.
Yeah, I lost track.
Of that.
But recently, like after our class, there was a customer that bought something. Because I put it into record, I had my copy, he had his own copy, so he was able to pay up on time and the exact amount.
Okay, so that just goes to show. That just goes to show us, how, important it is, and it's something that you should make a habit. You should make it a day-to-day thing. So that's just that brings us to the end of our session for this morning. But just as a way of recap, can we just list Just mention some of the uses.
Monitor cash.
To monitor cash, okay?
Manage your debtor.
Manage your debtors,
To
okay?
calculate your profit.
Calculate your profits, okay?
Calculate your tax payable.
Calculate your tax payable,
Creating a balance.
creating a balance sheet. Yes. Okay. So thank you very much for your time. See you in the next class. Thank you.
Thank you very much.